Intel Core i5-12400F Alder Lake CPU sprays the AMD Ryzen 5 5600X in latest benchmarks, and it's faster than Core i7 11700K in gaming. New benchmark of Intel's Alder Lake Core i5-12400F desktop CPU have popped up online, which shows it faster than AMD's Ryzen 5 5600X in gaming and synthetic benchmarks. Igor's Lab has posted the first in-depth gaming benchmarks of the Core i5-12400 CPU with DDR4 memory, and the performance against the Ryzen 5 5600X looks amazing at its expected price. The Intel Core i5-12400 is going to be the most entry-level chip within the Alder Lake Core i5 CPU segment. It will rock 6 cores, 12 threads, and rely on Golden Core P cores. There will be no Graceman cores on the 12400. Additionally, it will rock a base clock of around 2.5 GHz and boost all the way up to 4.4 GHz and 4 GHz all the core. The CPU has a base TDP of around 65 watt, but the maximum wattage should be between 100 to 150 watt. Well, not actually 150, since that's what the Core i5-12600K, the top Core i5 unlocked chip features, but we would only know once we get to test the chip. The new benchmarks were leaked by a content creator at Bilibili who got access to the QS variant of the chip. The motherboard used was an OEM B660MND4 which supports DDR4 memory and overclocking too. 16GB DDR4 3200 memory along with an RTX 3070 were part of the test system. In terms of performance, the Intel Core i5-12400F is compared against the Core i7 11700K, Core i5 11400F and the Ryzen 5 5600X. The chip beats all CPUs in terms of single core performance within CPU set and is faster than the 5600X and 11400F in multi-threaded tests. It only loses out the Core i7 11700K, which rocks as much higher clock speed and more threads. Same is the case in the Cinebench R23 benchmark, where the Titan i5-12400F chip is 19% faster in multi-threaded and 11% faster in single-thread tests. In the time-spice CPU score, the Intel i5-12400F is around 13% faster than the AMD Ryzen 5 5600X. Moving over to gaming benchmarks, all CPUs were tested at HD resolution. In CSGO, the i5-12400F is 4% faster in Shadow of the Tomb Raider. The average frame rate is about on par with the Ryzen 5. And finally, we have Red Dead Redemption 2, where the chip is faster than all of the chips tested. The Intel Core i5-12400F has already been reported to operate at 60 degrees Celsius maximum temperatures at full load while consuming under 80 watts of power. This means that the Alder Lake i5 chip is a tad bit more efficient than AMD's Ryzen 5 5600X Zen 3 chip. Aside from that, the Core i5-12400 is going to cost under $200 and competing with Ryzen chip that cost 50% more is just incredible value. The chip would make for an excellent budget build when paired with several inexpensive 600 series motherboards that are launching next month. Another content creator has also published performance benchmarks of the Intel Core i5-12500. Once again, i5-12500 seems to run around 60 degrees Celsius while sipping an average of 70 watts, 80 watt maximum power consumption at full load. Previous benchmarks have also shown the Core i5-12400 to offer similar or even better performance than the Ryzen 5 5600X at the same power consumption. So overall, the little i5 is aiming to be a budget PC builder's dream with the 12600KF being the mainstream king. Previous benchmarks have also shown the Core i5-12400 to offer similar or even better performance than the Ryzen 5 5600X at the same power consumption. So overall, the little i5 is aiming to be a budget PC builder's dream with the 12600KF being the mainstream king. Intel has really nailed the mainstream and budget segment this time, and we can't wait to see how AMD will respond to them and if price cut or 3D V-cache will enough to compete with the blue team's offerings. So that's it from now. If you like this video, please subscribe and press the bell icon for future notifications update. Thanks for watching.